Alright, so let's look at this stable. This is 112. Yeah, it is way too big. I thought that might have been the case. Let's start making some, clearing out some spots. Let's try this, and this. In order to access that glass tile, we need a ladder there. And try putting, see some food there. Before I block this off, why not just move that over? Now over here we already have a stable built. This is for the hatches. So far we've got 3. And we're looking for more. Okay, so I'm going to drop some pips off here at high priority. We're going to have up to, let's say, 7. I like to have just 1 shy amount of the maximum so that there's time to remove some eggs. Let's create some tiles there and there. We should have several. I think there's 2 dupes that have the critter ranching 1 skill. So we can start the process of moving these guys over. I can also start the process of making the stable for this hatch, because we have 1 hatch here already. We'll have more of their eggs soon from these little guys. Okay, so we need to get to 96. We're at 99, so that means we need to take 3 away. Should be pretty easy. Let's do 1, 2, and 3. So that should make a proper stable for pips to be able to be attended to. Let's do, this is a low oxygen area, but what I'm going to do, actually I don't need to do that door anymore, do I? I will use airflow tile right here and here. Also build a wall right here, because I don't, knowing dirt, we had this problem earlier. If I make, if I start digging down, oh, there's a pip in there. Haha. Let's dig you out. How did that happen? I'm actually kind of curious. Alright, well, whatever. I also want to have a spot for carbon monoxide to flow down, because it's getting pretty thick here. So if we dig down, we should solve that problem. Let's wrangle these pips. A little bit of a spill, as long as it's a small mop-up job. I'm not too worried. I'm going to create a tile there to create a room. This is going to be 96 tiles. So we'll go further over. Don't need that tree there. Thanks, Pip, for doing that, though. Okay, 1 more tile away from having our first usable stable on this asteroid. Over here, we're going to make sure these guys stay busy. Let's do some mopping up, so we can explore this area without getting our feet wet. Continue to look for some hatches. Some polluted... Where's polluted water? Oh, that probably came from up there. I was wondering, no one was sick, were they? No, I think the game usually highlights to you pretty loudly when someone is sick. Oh, let's search for hatches. Nighttime's the best time to do that. Okay, so the name of this game is really Defined Hatches. If you, I'm going for the carnivore achievement, as I always tend to. So with that being said, we want all these guys available to us. So the teleporter equipment is enabled on this side. Okay, we're at 79%. Let's start the research back up on Incubator. Alright, let's make this a high priority task and start. Make sure that... Oh, we're going to have to do some digging out here. We'll create this stable with some hatches. I'm going to create this little thing so the hatches are forced to... Oops, it's not the right size. I want the hatches to be forced to stay in this area. But they're going to experience, or at least be in a room that's up to 96 tiles big. They need a grooming station. It's pretty much very similar to the one I have on the other asteroid. Drop-off station. And a critter feeder. I don't have as much sandstone over here, so probably give them a different food source. Let's go over and see what size this is going to be. Create tile right there. Let's wrangle this guy. The sooner I can wrangle them and start attending them, the better. So that's going to be a hatch and hatchling. High priority drop off. When you wrangle them, they only stay in that state very short period of time. That's why I like to have a high priority drop off. Alright, and then let's put a door. Actually, let's measure this. Now, if I do this vertically, I don't have to... actually, this is a perfect 96, though I've got to consider... I've got 3 tiles here. That's too much, or essentially... get this in the way. Let's do this. Create a door right there, and we'll dig up. I think we need 3 additional tiles. We'll just do that. Though... Actually, no. I want to have eventually another stable here, so maybe we won't do that. I think we'll just incorporate this to be as part of the stable. Which means... Okay, we'll let them catch up on that. First hatch is here. No one is going to attend to that hatch until we get the appropriate size, though. Idleness over here. What do we got? 4 of the 8 hatches. It tends to be, and I don't know if this is true, I've played this several times, I tend to not get hatches up in this area, because I've dug out around here and didn't get a single hatch. That has happened several times. I wonder if that's just a biome thing, or the random generator aspect of this map, where it only gives you the hatches on the bottom portion. Kind of good to know for the future. Though I think I thought of that last time and forgot about it. Anyway. No problem, we'll just look for as many buried objects over here as we can get our hands into. Does not take long to find an idle dupe, so I've paused it. I'm going to put a door here, a tile here, and a tile here. Actually, let's make that an airflow tile, actually. Alright, this is probably going to be too big, I'm almost certain, so... Oh no, I'll wait. Let's get a measurement first, before I start filling in tiles. Alright, so we're going to get another airflow tile in here. Once Tails knocks that out, okay, good. Now, I'm going to keep this door... Oh, make sure we lock this off. Let's make that airflow tile. I'm going to keep this door shut, because if a pip were ever to wander in, it would upset the number, and egg would be a problem too. It would upset the number of critters that are in there. I can see another dupe. I've got to make a decision. Do I bring anyone else on? I'm feeling like we can support that. Let's, speaking of which, we've got to keep this guy active, so that we're getting enough food, especially if we're bringing someone on pretty soon. A food source for this guy. Hatch. Let's, sandstone if we've got it. Sedimentary rock. And... dirt. Okay. So do we have a room? We do. It's just not the right size. So I need to take 4 away. That 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pretty easy. Well, let's add in a light source. Oh, I need some more metal to make that happen. So I'll ask for another 10 pieces of that, please. Idleness over here. Idleness is good and bad. On the one hand, it's you don't want your dupes to be wasting time. On the other hand, it's a good sign that they're not tied up doing some tasks that are not important. But anyways, let's also do a bit of mop up. So we're going to explore around this area. It'd be nice if it was clean. So we're waiting for some eggs to be delivered here. Now, the process of removing eggs is going to be very nice. This machine's not active, but I'm going to allow manual use, and any critter egg, actually maybe I should specifically go for the hatchling egg, will be dropped off there. And let's make that a high priority task. And we'll start getting a bunch of hatch eggs in time over there. Alright, let's see if I get a decent... Oh, not liking that. Someone that can... no. So here is our 10th dupe. This is Dice. They're going to join Chop in the kitchen, because they're interested in building and cooking. Let's make sure I've got now 7 dupes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got enough cots for them at the moment. Someone's really happy. They're let's whisper. They're singing along. 96 on that. I'd be very excited to get that teleportation recharged, so I can get this thing activated. I don't have the equipment to send material to this world yet. That's over here. Maybe we should start to think about getting access to that. Okay, so we're going to go over and get access to this guy here. We'll cut out a path, open up some oxylite on the way, because that's going to be some free oxygen for us. And to get up here, we're going to need a ladder, of course. Make this out of sandstone. It's always nice to make it out of local materials, just so the dupes don't have to go way back. So plan that out accordingly. Now this is going to be a food source, a slow food source, but they'll only get access to it if I build a ladder like that. Similarly over here, let's dig out a spot. Now if I dig here, I'm going to lose this plant. Oh, and this is also going to be, oh, let's not smash. This is going to be a potential meat source. So we're up to 5 of those guys. No eggs yet, but if I click on them, I see they're groomed. So we're going to get eggs. Actually, I don't know if they'll put eggs in here with this machine. I think they will. Which is not ideal, but I'm expecting to have that machine activated pretty soon. Alright, want to get far back here to get access to all those buried objects. Get some root in the meantime. Also, all these little bumps. It's a minor thing, but it makes it a little bit quicker for them to get across if we've got a flat area. Let's do another order of food with more dupes. Puts more pressure on this whole system. Okay, let's, that's amazing. So now we've got a hatch down here that is groomed, which is, yeah, Whisper's happy about it. I'm happy about it too. And we've got our incubator research, correct? Okay, let's, we need more, probably even more metal for that. And a dozen extra pieces. And we need to have a spot for that incubator to go. Oh, why not do a bit of mopping up too? Just measuring out where I want some of these rooms. I want to have 3 stables of hatches. This is going to be 1, 2, 3. We're going to relocate the barracks. Now I need to have a spot for this incubator. I'm thinking of having that basically around here. So I'll start to dig out that. I also see that the teleporter is available. So the one dupe that has the skill to be able to activate things is Beaker. So let's send Beaker over. Also, if we want to dig this out ultimately, we need to get a ladder down like that. We might as well go all the way, as far as we can. Alright, Beaker, I don't know whether Beaker's excited or not. But, yeah, they're singing about it. Sure, they're excited. Okay, let's activate this equipment. That's why you're here, Beaker. I might get, before you leave, I'll get this activated as well. And you might be staying a little bit longer. We've got an extra cot for you. Maybe I should get rid of this cot, since that's not in a barracks. Got 3 cots here, both in barracks. Okay. Now, ultimately, one of the things I want to put in here is water, too. That's later on. Oh, but I don't want water to freeze. Probably go around like this, but we need to wait for someone who can actually dig through that. Or, hold on. Maybe I already have that. That's going to be Crusher. Yeah, yeah, we can dig through that. Okay, that's a later thing. I see some stress, though. That's Deco. Deco's over here. Was that your cot? No, that was Crusher. We'll create a table here. Okay, I'll keep an eye on Deco. So I don't want anyone freaking out. I also don't want to have to... 2 more hatches. I don't want to have to build one of these massage tables that wastes a lot of time and power. Especially at this point in the game. It would be annoying. So we'll see what we can do to improve Deco's mood. I think what I'm going to do... I see for Deco that they're not getting that much morale. So how about we up the downtime for everyone? Don't want anyone freaking out. I think the biggest thing is just to make sure everyone gets enough time to find some food, get in the Great Hall, enjoy that, and there should be less unhappiness going forward. Okay, I'm going to destroy this and this. Just realized for some reason I thought we had 3 dupes here. We've got 4. And it's going to take a little bit of time before we get over here. So Beaker has got... Oh! Yeah, we need 4 of those. And if I can get a cot over here, that would be lovely. Okay, we're going to build a cot right just in a second anyway. At high priority. So everyone has a place to sleep over here. Oh, I see another hatch. Just do a giant select. Sometimes that's an easy way of, yeah, capturing a one like that. Is there any eggs sitting in here? Actually, no, there should... Oh, that's right. The teleportation equipment is running. So at some point, I should see... Oh, ha! And speaking of which, there it is. Our first hatchling egg that has arrived from the other world. So we need to get our incubator built. I'm going to have... Oh, I need some more metal. Start digging out some right here. Let's relocate that barracks to be up here. We'll create some airflow tiles. Oh, no. Apparently we're going to have to wait for some metal. But I also see hydrogen is building up. So let's reconnect this guy. So it's going to send hydrogen back down. Not let that run too long. I want to get an incubator in here soon. Now that incubator is going to take a lot of power. I probably... Yeah, okay. We basically need more metal ore before anything else. Alright, I think next day Beaker will activate this and then they can go back to the other asteroid. Oh, let's get rid of this guy too, because anytime a dupe uses that, they're not getting the morale benefit from being over here. And add an extra outhouse, just in case these become clogged up. Yet another egg, awesome, being brought over to the home world. That's fantastic. So I want to fill 3 stables full of 7 each. So that's 21. I think that should give me about food for 14 dupes. Plus a little bit over here. I see an egg in here, so I'm going to say, you know what, bring that over here. In high priority. But we can design this area here. Just slow things down while I do this. So I want to get a work crafting station. Don't need to build that right now, but eventually that's going to go right there. And I need an egg drop-off spot such that I can control who has access to this automatic dispenser. And that means everyone will drop off critter eggs over here. I also need someone that can dig through granite on the homeworld. Dice. I don't need 2 dupes that can do grilling right now, so I'll give you hard digging. And Pop, I'm going to give you hard digging as well. Do not want to be limited at this point of who can dig through granite or not. So the other thing is I need... well, we need to move this barracks, basically. So create this and this. And we'll create... so 6 dupes are here right now. Beaker's going to be back soon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start that process anyways. Speed things back up. Gonna do a check for eggs. So now what's nice... oh, idle. I don't have to check for eggs here. Idle dupes this... oh, because it's... alright, so it's activated here. Beaker, that means you can go back. So let's send you here. Yeah, see the destination. Ooh, it's the home world, which I've already been to. Thank you for showing me that. Beaker, you're on the way over. Everyone else, continue to look for some buried objects, such as this and this. Now, if I were to dig like down that... well, yeah, let's just do that so no one gets stuck down there. Alright, and let's not forget about Beaker. Teleport. Yes, I can hear you, Beaker. Alright, that's not going to keep these guys busy for very long. So, I had plans to change the access path for this guy. Just so that I don't have freezing water in the future. Speaking of which, maybe we... where are we in terms of... did I see a hatch? No, I did not. Ooh! What happened? Oh, yeah, okay. Whoops, whoops, whoops. I forgot. Let's build that door at high priority. And over here, I've got this area just about ready to go. We just need this. Okay, let's open this up. I gotta look at temperature. I don't want things to be too hot. Yeah, we should be fine. Now, I'm going to get a barracks of 64. That would be there. If I create a door, I could continue the barracks on this side. Oh, except for... this is kind of important if we want to actually have it as actually 64. But how do I best do this? I think I have to... let's keep the cots and just build ladders like this so we can get that created. We'll continue on getting more room for more dupes. Because we are going to expand past 10. We're at 10 right now, total, between the 2 asteroids. But I want to ramp up to 15 very early. At least that's generally the plan. Still hydrogen there. Let's knock that out to allow more hydrogen to flow up that way. It's going to require a ladder. Idleness. Okay. We've got 8. The question is, do I bring, at this point, I think I'll get all my eggs I need from this system here. So any extra hatches, unless I decide to build an extra stable, I mean, I could. Maybe I should. Let's do that. Oh, someone's suffocating. No. Dupes are not very smart. Sometimes. Alright, Beaker. And Beaker, you should actually be the smartest dupe. Really? Alright, can anyone... I think they should reach that still. We just haven't gotten there. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I'll get rid of all these ladders. We'll move some... so we've got 5. We'll continue on. I want to make it just such that we've got room for everyone. I don't have to think about it too much. Can that... Oh, someone... That's the other thing. If someone has half started to tear something down, it doesn't show you the icon that it's going to destroy it. A little annoying, but not a big deal. Let's do 3 more cots. We'll start the teardown over here. Just verify we actually have a barracks. Let's do a little check. Still have a Great Hall. Still have a latrine. Got my power plant. We've got another dupe. This is going to be the 11th dupe. Don't think I like any of these. So, meet Sunny. Sunny's interested in farming and being athletic. They're an early bird, hence Sunny. Now, I'm going to get into farming once we're getting... once I get the Locavore achievement. In fact, let's take a moment to see where we are with the Locavore achievement. Oh, yes, we've got a bunch of other achievements. Thank you very much. So... If I type LOC, there we are. So we're past a fourth of the way. So more to go. But the more dupes I get, the faster I get that achievement. Just because there's more mouse to speed, really. Now, as I push further and further in here, it's going to get warmer and warmer. I might want to start insulating. This gives me 8 dupes. That's the amount that I've got right now, plus an additional 4. So that means I can get rid of this barracks altogether. Let's get rid of this temporarily. How are we doing for oxygen? Decent, it's breathable. Lots of hydrogen pieces. I also see that we've got probably more hydrogen than we know what to do with, but once we start running the incubator, that may change. Speaking of which, the power situation will also change. I'm going to have a dedicated line here to feed this incubator, which is going to be a very power-hungry item on base. So let's cross, whoops, let's cross like this. I don't know whether this is actually needed here, but I always do this just in case. We do not want this smaller wire circuit touching the heavy wire circuit. And I need to get in here. Ah. How am I going to do that, actually? Maybe I'll go around this way instead. Which means I don't need that. Whoever built that, thank you, but let's get rid of that wire bridge. We're not going to get any power out of this unless we actually bring a heavy wire that connects to that. Alright, so still adjusting to this experiment of showing you how I build things as opposed to what I've built, but continue on. So we're going to have another stable. We won't finish it just yet, but we'll make sure it's 96 tiles big. And then beyond that, that's where the incubator is going to be. So I'm almost certain that's not big. That's going to be too short. Actually, let's see. Go over here, 96 plus a few more. Let's estimate that maybe it's here. I usually don't bother measuring these out perfectly. Alright, idleness on the other base. Don't forget about two dupes that are over here. Now, they've got lots of food. Let's check the oxygen situation. That's the two most important things, at least from survivability perspective. What were we doing? Oh yeah, another stable. Why not get an additional stable? Put that right here. We'll see what the size is. Make that an airflow tile. Put in my grooming station. Put in a floor. Trap the hatches like this. Oops, I just meant to do... I always tend to put the food first, because that's the thing that the dupes access the most. A lot of the times, the grooming station next, and probably the least needed is dropping this off. Alright, so that should keep them busy for a little bit. And going back over here... Oh, no, I thought I clicked on that. Oh, okay, we've got idle dupes here. That is a size of 90. So we want to go get 6 more. So 4 plus additional 2. So I'm going to say if we do this, we should be fine. Which means this can now be our... what is this? This is... Oh, diamond. Yeah, we're not getting through that. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's, Oh, wait a minute. Maybe we do want to make this kind of funny shaped room. Because now knowing that this only goes out so far, that kind of changes things a bit. Alright, well, let's plan this incubator room out. I need an incubator. I'm going to put that there. New eggs will land right here. We'll have a light source like this. Then let's connect that with power in that new circuitry. Okay, I had to change a plan. So I've got this incubator in here, and I want more of an automated process of getting hatches out and put into these stables over here. So I'm going to have a pass-through for hatches to cross. Put a door so I can control access. This is where wrangling's going to happen. Put a door right here. And 2 tiles like this. And we're going to have to just get space somehow. Let's start with that. We can dig out here and here. Okay, so that's going to really change things. Put this tile just below, and we need more metal ore to make all this happen. Where can we get more pieces of that? Maybe we'll undo some of the pieces here. I see some metal ore, aluminum ore, ready to be taken. Though nobody can access that unless I build this ladder. Okay, so hatches can get out here. We want to control access to who can go in here like that. I want to make this a room, just so I know that this can operate. And over here, how are we doing with this stable? So this is a room. It's currently 70, so it's actually not big enough. But I can build some ladders here, here, and here, and let's knock that out. Food is getting very low. Let's make 15 pieces of that. Alright, now check the size of this room. 100. Oh, oh yeah, okay. Let's put this back. The other thing, tried to undo. Maybe I shouldn't have been building so many airflow tiles. dig out around here as well. Nice thing with these doors, they can actually climb up on them, so it kind of acts as a little bit of a ladder. Now that removes our laboratory status, but I can get that back just like that. So 84. I think what I will do, 85, 84, okay. 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. It's going to be funny shaped rooms, but I would rather get the meat process working than have even rooms. And we can always patch this up later. I'm not going to need the incubator forever. But I don't want to fumble with trying to make everything too even. Okay, let's close this off into a room. So I'm going to want to have a very funny looking area. I'm going to put another lamp like this and a manual generator in. And have this circuit be an isolated circuit. I call this the fake out manual generator. So it's going to have an automation wire on it. Let's make that automation wire high priority, so it'll be deactivated by default. Then we will have a dupe sensor that should access that right there. In order to make that happen, we're going to need this tile piece, that's fine. So the idea is this dupe sensor will turn on this on and off. It'll also actually control this light, which would be nice. Where are we? We've got 96. That's perfect. Now we shrunk this, unfortunately. Let's see. Is that considered an industrial building? I don't think so. I think we can incorporate that into a stable. So let's push in. You know what? I think I'm just going to keep that door. That'd be fine. Take that out. Take this out. Take that out. It's kind of arbitrary, that 96 size of a stable. Anyways. So they're working on that. And oh yeah, we need to keep these guys busy. Okay, so this is a stable of 71. Continue on. Actually, let's dig up first. So we can, you know what, I'm just going to use the copy feature for this. I'm going to copy this. Send that there. I'm going to copy the food source. Send that there. And let's wrangle some hatches that may have gotten away. At least one. Okay. Oh, I think we destroyed that wire. We can... Oh yeah, quite a bit of it. That's fine. Reconnect that. And this is going to skip through this circuit right here. Connect that like that. And we'll be able to use the incubator very soon. 100, and this is way too big, but plan was to create a door right here. We've got to re-establish this. So we get to produce some eggs. Food's getting low, but we are cranking out food. I'll ask for more. And we've got a hatch. Our second stable has its next hatch, which is excellent. Let's see if we can find any more hatches to fill in there. Where's there's a buried object, there's a chance of that. Okay, over here. Let's see if we can... This guy's powered up. No, it's not. Okay, just two more pieces. We're almost there. Once this is created, alright, I'm going to kick everyone out of this room. Basically saying, I don't know if I need this or not. I don't I don't think so, but let's just put that in anyway. So nobody's allowed to go in here, except, let's choose Whisper. Whisper, you're the exception. And the opposite over here, everyone's allowed to go in here except for Whisper. We're going to drop critter eggs here. Pip eggs, hatch eggs. Let's actually do that at high priority. And then we can incubate our first hatchling egg. We've got 7 of them, which is awesome. But we need to get them to hatch quick. To first of all populate some stables over on this world. And then second of all actually generate meat. Let's see, Whisper is over here. Oh. Wait, where are you going, Whisper? Hold on, what? What? Oh yeah, this very much is needed then. That's, otherwise Whisper's going to be going in an infinite cycle. You know, I'm going to temporarily block Whisper from being able to go in this room. Because they're just going to keep picking up eggs and running over here, running back and dropping that off. Okay, now they should no longer be able to do that. Let's make this a high priority task. We should see what... We need to find out what Whisper's schedule is. Oh! Let's make some changes here as well. Alright, just planned out what I want to do here. I want to bring Whisper up here just because I always want to start... wait. No, I don't, because Whisper is good at nighttime. How am I going to... You know what? What is the other dupe? I think it's Tails. Let's look at the schedule. Let's bring Tails up here. Bringing everyone up. I want a dupe that's going to, once this morning cycle starts, it's going to be a signal to me to work with them with the incubator. That's why I'm doing that. But we need to start kicking some other dupes out this particular cycle. Let's bring Whisper. No. Let's bring Sunny down here. Let's bring out Chop and Tails. 2 dupes per cycle. That's Chop. And this is Tails. And we've got 3 dupes. 1 more to go. We'll keep Whisper. Let's Dice. Let's send Dice down to this new schedule that I've created. Alright. Verify the Sunny has 5 tiles or 5 hours of using their bonus. The other dupe is... I really like how it gives you the actual icon here, the sleeping icon. Oh, no, we don't want Whisper here, do we? They're sleeping when they're most productive. We'll put them down here. Okay, that means we're working with Tails. So Whisper, you're not allowed in here anymore, but Tails, you're the exception. And Whisper, you can go in here, but Tails, you cannot. And you're waking up in the morning, so I now know to work with Tails in this room. We'll do that first process right now. Alright, Tails is on the way in. Just while we're doing this, make sure the rest of the dupes have something to do. Let's create our second stable. Oh. What size? 120. This... Oh. That door needs to be created, though. Alright, so Tails is putting in an egg. Let's see if this works out. Now, they're being drawn over to use this, but the moment they get there, this dupe sensor goes off. That just allows them to move over. So if I hit remove and then incubate, they're going to pick up one of the... Oh, yeah. I should have trapped you in there. Because you are getting distracted with something outside of this room. I don't want Tails to leave until they're done in this room. So Tails is going to do another egg. And then another egg. Give this a hug. And that adds the lullaby effect to each of these eggs, making the population of these stables quicker. And then once we have those stables created, we'll get some meat. So this is our meat source. This is how I'm going to get the carnivore achievement. It's also how I'm going to feed the dupes higher quality food very early on. Now, while I'm doing this, I've got to multitask. I don't want to forget about the other dupes. What did we get over here? 104. So we need to take away, what, 6? 4 and 8, actually. Let's just be quick about this. 1, 2, 3. No, maybe not. Let's keep that one. What did I get? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be the priority dupes because I want someone to make sure that hatch is happy. Back over here. Got another egg. And we're going through another egg. I'll do the pip eggs. At some point, I'll stop doing the pip eggs once I get enough hatch eggs. Reason being, you get more meat, twice the amount of meat from the hatches than pips. But right now, we don't have any meat, so anything we can do, Tails, to enhance our meat production would be awesome. Now, again, playing the tasking part of this game. Let's go over, idleness. Let's continue to look. At some point I want to bring these dupes back, because I don't like having dupes, just my play style. I like to avoid having dupes in multiple locations unless necessary. It was necessary to bring them over here in my mind, especially if I'm going to go for the carnivore achievement, but from now on, or from some point on rather, that may not be the case anymore. Let's check on this size. 78. Continue to expand that out. Whoops, not like that. Oh yeah, let's not forget about you. Hence the multitasking part of all this. So we go through egg to egg. Get Tails over. See, the stress level is 1%. That means things are going along well. Okay, so we've done all the eggs. Let's just check to make sure we've got the lullaby effect. That's given us a 400% incubation rate increase. I gotta let Tails out. And now we can go... Okay, let's have a look here. We've got 96 and 96. Okay, this is 2 of our stables. We're going to have 6. We can start the process of taking that out. I would also like to get a nature reserve accessible soon. Let's complete this stable. So it's going to have a drop-off place. It's going to have a feeding location. Let's put some lights in here. So I'm putting this in the far corner. Just so that... Oops. Didn't mean to do that. But I'm putting it into the far corner because I'm going to put some automation equipment here in the future. Just want to make sure I've got room. So we'll just do basic lights for now for automation here. Connect this, because I want to automate the egg removal process. Alright, so these lights are obviously going to need some power. Connect into this guy, that should be fine. This one will connect into the main circuit. Let's clean this up. I like to keep things cleaned up, otherwise I get confused. We'll also make some ladders to get across here, and here, and eventually here. Lots of food being produced. Hopefully making progress towards the locavore achievements. A bit of hydrates, where are we? Yeah, we need to... Oh yeah, that's right, I meant to add that electrolyzer back. It's going to be important. Very important. Let's do that right now. It's going to need some water. And trapped. Oh, oh. Ah, dupe. Gotta watch them. 89. Struck that. That. We should be getting close to our 96. So right now, it doesn't matter because there's only the one hatch that's in there. Don't think we found any more. Let's continue digging. Alright. So things are going well, but we got to improve the oxygen system, or situation. Also, wouldn't hurt to start exploring up. But I think we need another electrolyzer around here, but let's wait until this one goes in to see what that gives us. So some new eggs have been dropped off, or at least one. The incubation... Oh, we've got a new critter too. A pipsqueak. So this is what this is used for. I'm going to make this anytime there's pip or a hatch. They're pipsqueak yet, so they're not going to wrangle them at the moment. But they will auto wrangle surplus of 0. Means that they're going to wrangle them right away as soon as they're an adult. And that will mean they'll be dropped off over here. Oh, well, that's fine because I think a pip or a dupe. Yeah, Zap is on the way. Good job, Zap. That's exactly what you should be doing. Picking up those eggs to make sure these guys stay nice and happy and we can get more. All right, do I take on my 12th dupe right now? Even though we're just keeping up with food. Let's do it. Let's do it. Who do we have as an option here? So this is Blast. Blast is interested in rocketry, also farming and building. They want to blast off someday. Okay, now. This, oh, Great Hall. Yeah, we need more tables. It would be nice too if we could remove this water, because I want to push into here. Before we do that, let's make sure we've got a spot for that water to fall down. We don't yet. We need to have a ladder right here and open that up there. Check on these dupes. So we've got the one critter there still doing some digging away here. And how do I best get over here? Any of these buried objects that I bury out here, if they are hatches, they're just going to drown, so let's not do that. That guy's going to be fine if it is a hatch, so will that one. Alright, ooh, do not leave this thing running. This is a big power consumer, 240. So let's remove that. I see we've got an egg there. Probably going to have the lullaby effect taken out. We're going to need to send eggs that have the lullaby effect worn out over here. I should have actually changed this to a different... I should have made this machine instead. Alright, digging down. There we are. So let's open up, let's smash this open. We also need to make sure we get an airflow tile right here for that excess hydrogen. Let's build 2 tiles up. I don't want to have this flood the washroom, because I want to make sure these are accessible. It'd be fine if I had one cycle where the dupes don't have a great hull, but I don't want them making a mess all around the base. Check this. The lullaby effect is wearing out. Okay, so what I want to do is build another one of these guys right here. Make that the priority. We'll mark everything here to be swept. We're going to trap Tails back. Now, I know Tails sleeps during the night cycle, so they should be available. Water is leaking out. I see Tails picking up some metal. They must be using that to build this, since that's a high priority task. Alright, the rest of the dupes are looking for something to do. Oh, on both asteroids. Okay, well, I mean, fair enough. Let's dig out a path here for another stable. And over here, where's the... I think it's about time. I only have one dupe, CD, who can use this machine. Needs to stay here. But in the meantime, let's get access to more hatches if we can. If you really are looking for something else to do, let's build a fire pole. Just like that. Meantime, I'm gonna get over here. Make sure, because Tails is trapped. We want to keep them productive. I'm gonna say all eggs, critter eggs, that are swept, we'll bring over. So Tails is gonna push them all over by one tile. And then they'll move over and we'll start reprocessing eggs. We're going to do hatch eggs first. Hatch eggs have the priority. And then we'll go over to the other eggs. One at a time. I'm not going to show every single cycle of this. We'll just start off with a few, and then I'll come back with a few more tasks for my other dupes to do. Oh, yeah, I guess you're hungry, so we're going to have to let you out anyway. Okay, it is the morning. Let's finish off some tiling in some of our rooms here. Let's do, oh, maybe it'd be good to do some mopping here. Now I'm going to be careful about the barracks. Don't want to trap anyone, so I'm going to create tiles. Oh, it is, the oxygen situation here is not good. We need to improve that. Can actually disable these two guys. Don't waste microchips on them, because they're not needed at the moment. Alright, I'm going to take a moment to think about how I'm going to fix this oxygen situation, because that's essential to do. Okay, so after a little bit of thinking, I think the easiest thing to do in the short term, anyways, is just to dig up. The more we're digging up, more hydrogen is able to flow up. Because we're not burning enough. I could also just disable this, but I don't want to waste the hydrogen. Very valuable stuff for power production. I see we're getting low on water here. Let's knock these two tiles out. Now, there's also salt water. I'd love to dig up continually, and we'll continue this process, but I need to have a think about what would happen if salt water were to go and sit in here. Kind of cause a bit of a mess, force me to filter if I pump that out. So I think what I'm going to do, let's think. I think the best thing is just to reblock this off. We'll get the salt water to maybe fall down here. And then we'll be able to continue digging up, because that is essential. I need to dig up to get that hydrogen. I do not want to have the sleeping area to be filled with hydrogen. That's a bad thing. So we'll do some digging out just in the meantime, just to open up more spot for hydrogen to flow up. And skill-wise, oh yeah, we need to give out some skills. Deco. Let's see. I'm going to give, let's do some decorating. Deco's meant to do some decorating. CD, we'll give you, you're going to be by yourself for a bit, so let's do granite digging for you. Zap, I'm going to work towards mechatronics. Whisper, critter ranching 2, that's an easy one. Sunny, new dupe. You want to do some farming. We are going to get into farming more and more, so we'll progress you on that. And chop grilling. Okay, another trap dupe. You guys are terrible. It is sometimes very hazardous to let them dig alone. Let's do that. Alright, so we're... Oh, you're still trapped from that perspective. Okay, let's keep them busy with something. Over here, I want Tails to go into this machine, or into this room. Do some work. Just while I do that, let's just make sure we've got enough tasks for everyone else. We can start the next stable. Just don't want to have anyone idle while I'm working with Tails. And that's going to need a floor. So this is going to be the third and final hatch stable. Spot to drop them off. Spot to do that. Feed them. We'll give a light source that is turned off when dupes are not there. And we'll make sure that has power. And then I'll work with Tails over here. Okay, I just spotted a problem with Tails' schedule. I think I got confused or something went on here. I'm going to put Tails here. And I'm going to move, let's bring Blast down. I think I need, oh no, spot for Blast, excellent. Alright, so it is not break time. Drop your food. I don't know if I can. Alright, go away. Just sing and stand there? Tails, are you alright? Okay, they were just kind of adjusting to their new schedule apparently. Alright, there we go. Doing some egg processing with Tails. Well, I thought I was, but full bladder. Guess we're going to remove that egg. Fortunately, things got muddled up here. Try to fix this as soon as we can, because I want to make sure I get the carnivore achievement. Let's go use the washroom, and we'll be back, Tails. Idleness over here. It is, where is this? Oh, thank goodness. Alright. Deco, get out of here, Deco. I think you're getting stressed out. You're the one that's most stressed. Would actually probably appreciate going back to the homeworld. We've got, well, they'll wake up in the morning. The rest of the dupes, continue to look for some of those hatches. Could be one right there. We'll need to build some ladders to access some of these. This one right here. Do a check to see if I've got any hatches. Oh, don't want to select that. Make sure we're always producing these terrible mush bars. I'll up the number to 20. Let's knock this over. Complete this room. Alright, so once you're done here, Tails, I want you back in that room until the end of the day. Alright, so the pressure is on a bit with a dozen dupes. The more dupes I've got, obviously, the more that can be done. But the more mouths that need to be fed. How is the sleeping arrangement? Not so great. But we just need to keep digging up. We should have a spot down here to allow our salt water to fall down soon. So I very much want to get up here and have hydrogen accumulate up there. It's also another way of doing it is to have a gas storage or gas reservoir and store hydrogen in there. I think that would be very smart to have. That's this guy right there. It's been a while since I've done research. Just going to validate that. I, in fact, still have a laboratory water for the supercomputer, so we're looking good from that perspective. Okay, every egg except for one needs to be moved over. So I'll select that one that has lullaby and hit cancel. And in the morning, Tails can work on that. I'll add some more of these so that people aren't caught without table. Alright, it is the morning. Deco is so excited to get back to the homeworld because they're not doing well over here. So hopefully their mood should improve now that they're here. Let's create a wall, a floor right here. I can already tell some dupes are going to be dumb enough to get themselves stuck. So let's just prepare for that. Do some setting changing here. Going to add food for each of these stables. I'm going to make that a lower priority task. I said a lower priority task. Oh, try. Why can I? Okay, I have to kind of go further over. It's fine. There we are. Do the same thing with, we're not ready for the bottom stable, but we'll do that. Alright, ready for salt. So let's dig up and up and up. And build that ladder as we go. Get that salt out of our way and get the hydrogen, mostly importantly, out of our way. Ah, yes. Okay, let's work with Tails. While I'm working with Tails, I don't want anyone here to be idle, and there's still lots of hatches that could potentially be found. So just going to do lots of digging. The other thing is I'm short metal ore in the homeworld, so once I've got these hatches populated, and I'm happy with that, we're going to start to bring over some metal ore. We'll make some storage bins for that. Okay, we got through all the hatch eggs, but we did not get through the all the pip eggs. That's fine. Tails, you can take your break. Tails, you can take your break. Earth to Tails, or Asteroid to Tails, please take your break. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with them, but anyway. Yeah, I see some salt water falling down. That means we must have started opening here. So while I was working with Tails all day, I didn't show that just because I thought that might be boring, repetitive, but I'm just relying on the dupes doing the right thing. I see they still have tasks, so they weren't idle anyways. Checking. Oh, we are out of water. Okay, that is our next priority. I have got 3 sources for that here, actually over here as well, and over here. Let's do here next. I probably... Oh, we're dry. Yikes. Yeah, let's get in here quick. Let's get in here very quick. So we're going to want to have a pump built, obviously. Make that high priority task. Send water in. Make sure not to knock over that sand. It's going to need some power as well. Connect into the regular we'll connect in this case to the incubator line. This should be fine. Okay, I'm going to mark everything here to be high priority. Okay, another dupe. Do we do it? I think I am going to. Let's press our luck on this. I almost wanted this one, but I don't want someone that farts. This is the 13th dupe. I was struggling to pick between these two because I would love to have someone that has mechatronics engineering skills so far, but not at the cost of increased air consumption. So Spot it is. Nice thing about Spot. Let's go look at their skill list. Actually, before I forget, let's put them in a schedule. So I've got 3 on this asteroid. I'm going to move Spot over to 2, and let's add a new one right here. Okay, so we've got this spot for Spot. Yeah, we're gonna look at the skills. So the nice thing about Spot, okay, they don't have the ability to do mechatronics skill right now, but because they have this skill, I don't have to get this skill in order to work towards the mechatronics engineering. If I do this, and then I get this one, the one after this one is going to be the mechatronics engineering. I see there are some other skills that we can be given out. Tails, critter ranching, blast. I'm almost tempted to do rocket piloting, but I don't have a rocket yet, so I think that's premature. Let's give you your construction. And applied science, I don't have a material study terminal, but I'm going to eventually. And that gives me a +2 to science anyways, which I can benefit from in the meantime. I gotta pay more attention to this. Alright. It is the morning, so we can get in here with our dupe Tails. Now, I can go through all these eggs and see which one has the lullaby effect and which one doesn't. Anyone that doesn't, I'll hit sweep. I guess there's just the one. That's completely fine. That means Tails has been very productive. Alright, so the rest of the dupes, they're going to form this stable. Highest prey, yeah, this is a continue on with that. We want to get our oxygen production back. Actually, things are starting to break up just slightly. Just slightly. Maybe it would help if we did that. But the more we punch out at the top, the better. See, breathability is a concern over here. That may not no, it's not really true. Sometimes the game alerts you to things that are not so essential. Okay, so we've got 2 dupes here. We're continuing to dig at where... Did you have a rare seed? No, sandstone. Okay, I was imagining things. Oh, you know what? Yeah, water. We're eventually gonna need water from this world. Let's put that in right here. We'll start to teleport this back home at some point. So we'll bring that to the bottom ladder so that the dupes can access that. That's going to need some power. Yeah, this is going to be a good idea. And eventually that's going to be a pipe that goes up. No, we didn't hit it. There we are. That's going to go towards the teleportation equipment, avoiding the cold area, because we don't want it to freeze in the pipes. Okay, so that's going to give these dupes something to do. Tails, did I forget about you? Oh, we got some new eggs. Let's get in there and do that. Alright, so this pump is running. That's awesome. Let's get rid of this one. Research is complete on the gas reservoir. We're going to put that right here. Do a little bit of mopping up. Digging out a spot here for that. Oh, and we're working with you. It has become a multitasking game. This incubator, the moment I can get rid of it, we got our carnivore achievement, I will. Lots of pipsqueaks around, waiting for some hatchlings. Other eggs being dropped off as we go through. That's awesome. That probably came from the other world, unless it was the one hatch I have over here. So Tails has done all the eggs that were here. I'm just going to check if there's any new eggs that has the lullaby effect that has worn out. There is at least one. There's 2. This one's at 90%. We'll process that one. Another one. And another one. I really, really wish I could have this set up and say process all eggs that don't have the lullaby effect, but that's not a thing. That'd be so nice. It's only an early game thing, so once we do this... Oh, Tails is going to be going to bed. We'll see how many eggs we can get through at the end of cycle 28 before Tails has to find a cot to sleep on. Okay, another egg over here. Didn't take too long, so this egg that's there, don't want that to stay because that's just going to waste power. Tails, you can go take your break. I'm going to mark that egg that just fell out, if I can find it, and to be brought over for tomorrow morning. That's 78%. Another one. Another one. Another one. And that should be good for now. Salt water is continuing to fall out. Let's dig that out. That's going to be... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whew. Okay, just realized I forgot to turn this pump off. That's kind of really nice. I caught this right now. We're actually going to get rid of this pump because it's got to be raised a bit. And any of these dots can get rid of that. Can get rid of that. But what we can do now, with the gas reservoir, let's mop up this area. We can build that and store excess hydrogen. And I'll have to pay attention to this, because I do not want non-hydrogen to make its way in here. And I'm not going to filter, I just don't want to waste the power. So we'll direct that to go in here, and then out of here like this. And that should... Whoa! Nobody can get to the Great Hall. Ah! Ooh, okay, ouch, ouch. Okay, good, alright. Alright, that's been fixed. Let's mop up in here. So you get your Great Hall back. I think it would be nice if we had... Actually, if we knock this out, we don't even have to create a mesh tile or a airflow tile right here. Alright, it is the morning, so I'm going to work again with Tails. I just checked the grill, and I see that I can cook barbecue meat, which means a piece of meat must have fell. I don't know whether it was on this asteroid or the other, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to instruct the dupes, do not consume meat, instead consume barbecue meat, because it's higher quality, and you get more calories. It makes it just a little bit easier to get towards the carnivore achievement. Why is this? Oh yeah, because I haven't created barbecue meat yet. Alright, I'll have to remember after that's done to allow them to eat that, which I think would be the default. Let's pause that because I see those guys don't have a lot to do. Over here, if I do get meat, let's bring that over so it can be cooked on the other asteroid. Alright, and you guys are looking for something to do. Well, let's do some research. What to do next? Let me look through this. I'm going to have mechatronics engineering at some point soon, so that might be one thing. I like to get up in space. Oh, a washroom. Let's build a washroom. That would up morale and reduce the amount of time that we need to clean the outhouse. Oh, and I'm in here working with you, am I? Okay, we've reached the top. This is gonna be a job for a dupe that can hold their breath pretty well. But we're gonna send hydrogen down back into this. Now we've got our gas reservoir, which is great. We're gonna need to have power. Oh, I'm working with tail, so I'm gonna pause this. At some point, it'll be less chaotic going back and forth, but we need to get through the next few cycles before we get there. Alright, so that has a lullaby effect, so I'll remove you. We'll do another hatch egg. Hatch eggs always first before the pip eggs. Okay, so I've got all eggs, pip and hatch eggs incubated for cycle 30, so you can go. That must be indication that we're low on task, which isn't a bad thing. Just want to make sure carbon dioxide is not going to get into this guy, because that would be annoying. It would also be very, very nice. Oh, oh no, research is complete. We've got a good researcher. Okay, so we're working towards a washroom. I want a liquid reservoir. Let's do that first. But I want, after that, to get access to these automation pieces. And we should be creating more food. And let's have a look at where we are in the locavore achievement. Is there any random achievements we've gotten since last time I've checked? Looks like not. That's completely fine. Locavore. We are over halfway. Okay, so it's taken us 30 cycles to get halfway. It's not going to take another 30 cycles because, well, we've got more mows to feed. Oh, a hatchling. Awesome. It's going to make its way to the stable eventually. You know what? I might even... let's just leave it. Wait for them to become an adult. Do some mopping up in here. This is a food source. I'm allowed to do farming of wild plants to get the locavore achievement, just nothing beyond that. Please, 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 please. Okay, pure hydrogen. Alright, gotta keep my eye on that. We're going to patch this up here, here, and here. Yeah, that automation needs to come in for, I need to disconnect that or else that's not going to be good. Oh, that didn't work. I trapped you. Okay, so that is carbon dioxide going out anymore. You got one piece right here. Hey, get back, get back here. No. Alright, this is very much what, in fact, you know what? This is bad enough. I'm just going to put the automation wire to disable this for the meantime. And we'll connect the rest of it up now. That's automation wire, high priority. I do not want to have to do this. This is annoying. But with automation, it should cut that out. You know what, I'm just going to do that. Alright, while I've got this disabled, let's dig around here, and any little pieces of carbon dioxide, let's just get it out now. Once, we'll get some bleach stone, we'll try to work around that so we don't have don't go in and get that in the way. Is there carbon dioxide? Yeah. So if we just remove the carbon dioxide from the pump, it's just going to be good. Alright, how are these guys doing? They've got their water going in. Is that, we've got some research complete. I think we still have, that was just halfway. Oh no. Oh yeah, no, halfway. Nice thing about not focusing on this asteroid, I don't need to have a washroom here and all the power infrastructure. As long as I can get enough eggs over to the other worlds to populate these, which we're still working on. We're not there yet. So last time I did a playthrough, I did all the stables here and I produced and even cooked the meat here, which has its advantages. I just don't like the multitasking requirement of it. My brain hurts from the last time of doing that. Oh, a Pip. So someone should be wrangling you, Pip. We'll see. We'll give the dupes a little bit of time. I see Whisper on the way. That must be what's happening. Awesome. There it is. This just makes it so that I don't have to do this, which is really nice. Oh, there's 2 Pips. Now, the only thing is I've got 2 different types. I've got Pip. Well, I can just actually just unclick Pips if I don't need Pips anymore, so that's fine. We're going to go over here. I'm just going to wait for this carbon dioxide to flow out before I get this done again. After I've got water coming out of here, I'm producing my eggs. I'm wondering if Crusher, the excellent digger that they are, can go back to the home. Oh no. You know what? If they've got nothing else to do, I know what they can do. They can give me some copper ore. I would like to add some insulation, but we've got more important research just now. Alright, it's the next day. I'm going to go back in here and work with Tails. Okay, we may have a problem here. I'm getting how many critters? We've got 8. And we've got 96 tiles. I'm not understanding. Is there an egg in there? Why are you guys crammed? Hatch. Should be 12 tiles before it gets crammed. Yeah, 12 cells. Unless, oh, is there an egg? Maybe there's just an egg that needs to be dropped off. That's a high priority task. Oh, Sage! One of you guys laid a Sage hatch egg, didn't you? I bet you that's what it is. I'm not certain. I don't see it though. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, there. Whew, alright. I'm glad I caught that. I'm going to have to... I've got the choice of either just bringing over all eggs, because I'm going to get a stone hatch egg eventually. But I don't want all the other types of egg. You know what? I'll just watch out for a stone hatch egg at some point. All right, that's important to that we get fixed. We want to get in here with Tails. So research is complete. We can start the process of building our washroom, but I want more automation. So we put that in. Alright, so I see some salt water falling down here because we're opening up. Just want to drop all that to get out of the way for development. It would be nice if those were mesh tiles instead, but I think it's, I don't think it's worth the upgrade right now. We'll just mop everything up. Try to avoid any future salt water from falling down. I think this is going to be the last piece we're going to get out of the way. I'd be curious to see what this geyser is. Maybe we'll go in and see what that is. We can start bringing in hydrogen, maybe. I think let's risk it. Let's try it. Alright, no pieces of carbon monoxide, right? We don't want that. We're waiting on automation research to be complete, and we're going to have a new dupe soon.